is the Kate Daly Show.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Kate Daly Show. We'll take your calls, 888-673-1450. I'm sure you have a lot to say about everything we've discussed today. I was really wanting to, this isn't a pro-Trump, anti-Trump, or talking about communistic little whoreback Kamala. She's a nitwit. She's so controlled, it's not even funny. They're AIing her to death. Okay. So the deal is that we talk about this in terms of what we've done to the presidency, how we view the presidency.
That's what it's about.
And that's really what it's all about. It's the brainwashing of every election's going to save us or plummet us. And for 30 years, all we've been hearing is this election, the country either goes off the cliff or not. And they have been doing things in every election to us. And the loss of liberty has been so great it doesn't matter what side's in office. So did you want to comment?
I think probably one of the best things we could do would be to elect a chimpanzee that could sign its name. And that's it. And then we could see that it's really Congress that's responsible for everything.
Actually, the chimpanzee should hold the veto stamp and just veto, right? So I don't expect at this point to have a constitutionalist near the White House. And if you were going to be a constitutionalist in the White House, you'd be getting rid of everything. You'd be getting rid of EPA, Department of Education, military-industrial complex, the profiteering, the hijacking of trillions, the criminality portion, which all resides in all of these
reversing the executive orders of all the previous presidents. Get them off there.
Right.
If a president 100 years ago wrote an executive order, why is it still on the books?
Yeah. So we're not, unless you do that, we can't solve America through government.
No.
So that tells me that we're not going to solve America through government because we won't put anyone in there that's going to do all of that. They would be dead. Okay. So what are we left with? We're left with a country that it's like sitting down to a rigged card game, knowing it's rigged and going, yeah, but I just really want to play this game. Yeah. That's what we're doing in America right now. And that's what we have to stop. The mentality of that, I think, is where we're going wrong. I think coming up, we're going to see a lot of persecution. And I think we're being set up like pawns right now. And I don't think we're realizing it. I was on this page and I was making comments and this guy goes, you just have to vote for Trump. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. They already know the outcome. It doesn't, that isn't the most important thing.
From just a logical point of view, like conservatives criticize people who love Kamala and die for Kamala.
Ugh,
but
can't imagine.
But there's conservatives that feel the same way about Trump.
Yeah.
It's no different. How do you sit and criticize Democrats for saying they're going to vote for Kamala and yet be willing to accept or criticize people who say, well, I'm not so sure about Trump.
It's the cult of personality, like Chrisanne Hall was talking about.
It's crazy.
And she nailed that. She was saying, we are in this cult of personality. They've dialed it into personality. It's basically, you're not dating these people. No. You're not going out with them. But it's like a Valentine. Our vote's like a Valentine, It was never supposed to be that. We are supposed to be big picture thinking Americans who can look at the whole landscape of what's been done. Literally look at what's been done. I'm not going to go with projections right now. Just look at the history. The history says it all. It says all about the hijacking of America all through the decades. The elections have only cemented that. They haven't prevented anything. So
one of the things we hear every election cycle is, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago?
Right.
Ask yourself this question instead. Are you better off now than you were 150 years ago?
Yeah, we're not.
No, we're not.
We're not. We've been dumbed down, indoctrinated, brainwashed, and now we are in the cult of personality sending Valentines. Do you love this candidate or do you hate this candidate? It's not about love or hate. You're trying to pick somebody like you would a an accountant? Do you have what it takes? Do you have the knowledge? And what are we doing? We're voting like we're in a dating app.
I said that. No, I said
anybody.
that to someone, and their answer was, "Oh, I don't hate Trump. I just don't like him."
Oh my gosh, it's not about that.
Oh, well, that's different.
It's just not about that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And these people that will defend little communistic nitwit Hormala, you just have to. Where are the brains? Where is our brain? Be right back. Kate Daly Show.
Thanks for listening to The Kate Daly Show. All opinions expressed by the program participants on The Kate Daly Show are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Patriot Radio, KSGO, Canyon Media, or their respective parent